I ain't doing this one. We can have all the fun we want with these video games and this showcase and these fantasy matchups like Offensica versus Bubba Ray and Diva. I'm not doing shtick about Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. That's a little too volatile. And it's way too personal for Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins came up together in the Shield. And Seth Rollins took it upon himself to disband the Shield by blindsiding Roman Reigns with a chair. At WrestleMania 31, Roman Reigns, in the main event of WrestleMania, was about to win the WWE title when Seth Rollins cashed in Money in the Bank and stole the main event, the match, and the title from Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns lost the Undisputed Championship after almost 4 years, the greatest title reign of all time, to Cody Rhodes. Not because Cody Rhodes was the better man, but because Seth Rollins was right there. And the seduction, the bloodlust that Roman Reigns had for that moment of revenge was too much for Roman Reigns to give up. And for the first time in Roman Reigns' life, he took his eye off the ball for that much time and smashed Seth Rollins with a chair, the same way Seth did a decade earlier to Roman. And that moment gave Cody Rhodes all he needed to end the most historic title reign in WWE history. I'm supposed to do shtick about Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins for a showcase? I mean, it's smart, because the next time Roman Reigns steps into the ring with Seth Rollins will be the last time Seth Rollins steps into a ring. Next time Roman Reigns gets his hands on Seth Rollins, you won't have your architect anymore. You won't have your visionary anymore. You won't have your revolutionary anymore. You will have your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, but you'll never again have Seth Freakin Rollins. Roman Reigns will put an end to Seth Rollins in WWE. And then the only way you'll ever be able to see Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins will be in the WWE 2K25 showcase. Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins from the 2022 Royal Rumble. And that's not a prediction. That's a spoiler.
The big question as we kick off Royal Rumble, will Roman survive tonight?
Well, the man who's walking down the aisle here in front of 44,000 plus is the greatest champion of all time, transcending the business. And tonight, it's personal. For 17 months, Roman Reigns has dominated everyone. And luckily for Roman, he's had a special counsel and his cousins to help him keep cool, keep focused, and concentrate on the business at hand.
Now Paul Heyman is gone, and the Usos are barred from ringside. And without those calming forces, Corey, cracks started to form last night in Roman's armor.
No telling how Roman's gonna handle things on his own. It's been years since he competed on his own, but that's the situation we're seeing right now for the Tribal Chief. In recent weeks, Seth Rollins touched on the one thing that Roman Reigns has not been able to get over: the dissolution of the Shield at the hands of Seth Rollins.
Roman Reigns is a loyal man, a family man, and what Seth Rollins did to his family was cowardly in the eyes of the head of the table, the Tribal Chief, the man who was blessed by the gods of sports entertainment.
Corey, on SmackDown last night, we saw one thing that we haven't seen out of Roman Reigns. We saw Roman Reigns lose his cool.
Even more mind games from Rollins. As we heard that music pop right there, the Shield, you can't help but have a little nostalgia. You can't help but think back to the glory days of when the Shield would go to town, beating everybody down.
Until that man right there, Seth Freakin Rollins, decided to tear it apart.
Seth Rollins says he knows Roman Reigns so well. He knows how to prey on the insecurities of the Universal Champion. He knew there was one thing that Reigns will never get over, and that is that Seth Rollins chose to end the Shield.
The infamous blow to the back of Roman Reigns with a steel chair many years ago, which broke up perhaps the greatest faction in WWE history. Well, tonight, Rollins will use that to get in the head of the champ and win the Universal title.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the Universal Championship. Introducing the challenger from Davenport, Iowa, And his opponent from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, he is the Universal Champion, Roman Reigns!
And that title, the WWE Universal Championship, has been in Reigns' possession for a record-breaking 516 days. Can he extend the reign even further tonight? The Royal Rumble Premium Live event kicks off with a match between two former brothers. Roman Reigns in his record 516-day reign as Universal Champion versus Seth Rollins, donned in the old gear that they used to wear in the Shield.
Rollins looks very comfortable in that tactical vest yet again.
But he's even more comfortable inside the head of the Tribal Chief. We haven't seen Roman with this type of look, this type of confusion in 500+ days.
Even before Seth put his gear on, he came into this match with a clear-cut advantage.
You're right, Cole. 1 week ago on SmackDown, Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens defeated the Usos. As a result, Jimmy and Jay are barred from ringside.
It was an all-or-nothing move, as Rollins would have lost his title opportunity had that match gone the other way. It just proves that Seth freaking Rollins will take every freaking risk to win.
Roman Reigns focusing that anger, using it to get the advantage over Seth Rollins.
Seth freaking Rollins has been Reigns years ago when he destroyed the Shield, and again in the lead up to this match.
And if I'm Roman, I'm taking all that aggression and ending this quickly. Go full force and incapacitate Rollins ASAP, because the longer Reigns fights with all his rage, the more potential he has to make a tactical error.
Gentlemen, for 17 months, Roman Reigns has dominated. He had special counsel and cousins to help him stay in control, to keep his cool. To concentrate on the business, Paul Heyman is gone, and the Usos are barred from ringside.
Without those calming forces, cracks have started to show. Every comment Rollins has made about their past cuts deeper. Every mind game breaks Roman's spirit even further. This might be the Tribal Chief has faced, but it definitely is his toughest mental battle.
No escape from these punches. Gets driven into the corner. Getting raided with a succession of strikes.
And the wise man, Paul Heyman, will be at ringside for a championship match tonight, just not this one.
And that's just sickening to me, Cole. Reigns had just cause for firing the wise man, and now Paul's right back with his old client. Heyman has zero loyalty to the bloodline.
Okay, Corey, did you forget the fact that Roman attacked Heyman? Anyway, Reigns just needs to forget all of that tonight. Rollins was already playing next-level mind games in this match. Reigns cannot let Paul Heyman's actions affect him.
Forearm smash after the visit to our desk is only temporary, and now gets tossed into the ring.
Oh, watch this display of power.
That just...
And the counter from Rollins.
Schoolboy! Into the pin!
This is why ring awareness is your friend. The pin attempt undone by proximity to the ropes. Capped off with a big one. The challenger looked unhinged with an absolute... Seth Rollins hooking his opponent.
A small package driver. And he gets his shoulder up before the count.
Gonna take a lot. Looking to seal the deal, guys.
Kick out before the 1 count.
This isn't even close to over.
Point of the elbow finds the mark.
These two trading one blow after another. Neither competitor is backing down.
It looks like we've got ourselves a brawl here. Slugging away with everything they've got.
Looks like a hockey fight's just broken out.
What a head. An unprotected shot to the head. Those could add up.
And it looks like he's got a bullseye on his head now. Crushing impact
Corner and a couple back elbows to follow.
Seth Rollins says he knows
chose to end the Shield.
That blow to the back of Roman Reigns with a steel chair so many years ago broke up perhaps a grace so large and be the biggest key to victory for Seth freaking Rollins.
But right hands create separation and an escape. Jaw-shattering boot.
Roman's on a roll.
the Tribal Chief.
Not looking good in this position.
The Shield had and turn it into a joke here tonight.
It's appalling, Saxton. Rollins has always treated that sacred history as a joke. Now we know that Roman Reigns is a loyal man, a family man. What Seth Rollins did to his...
Reigns to the outside.
The visionary allowing us all to appreciate his very presence.
Headed out of the ring, but the count is looming.
To the ground by Roman.
The stomp has been so effective this night with the pedigree.
Indeed, the pedigree made famous by a man who's been part of the story figure for Rollins.
And judging by the cerebral approach Rollins has taken tonight, he indeed knows how to play the game.
He's got to make some moves here or suffer the counter. Into the barricade.
Oh, and he slammed his face right into the barricade. Reigns establishing the upper hand.
Right now, Seth is unable to evade Roman's offense.
That hit connects from Roman Reigns.
Become extremely frazzled without the benefit of having the bloodline by his side.
Put Reigns on edge. This outfit, the Shield's entrance music. I bet if Rollins gave Roman a fist bump, it would make the Tribal Chief go nuclear.
Seth Rollins' chances are whittling down.
And Rollins in need of salvation.
Absolutely laid Rollins out. And now Reigns can finally overcome his former Shield brother.
Spear by Reigns! The champ delivering when it counts.
I don't even think Roman's aware. Chief is seeing right now is red. And heaven have mercy on Reigns' old Shield brother now.
Wow.
Oh, man.
And stomping away in the corner.
Just ruthless.
Rollins continuing to mock Reigns, continuing to infuriate him as he attacks the Tribal Chief.
And here's Reigns now, misses wildly with the clothesline attempt. Spear! Spear by Reigns! Roman Reigns from out of nowhere with a spear!
That could end it for Rollins if Roman could just make the cover.
Roman trying to fight through the pain. Oh my, guys. Guys, look at what Rollins is doing.
After all these two have been through, Rollins wants that Shield fist bump.
Reigns shaking it off as Rollins continues to try to play mind games.
Yeah, but that may have triggered a litany of emotions within the Tribal Chief. Reigns unsure of what to do.
Roman Reigns determining what to do now. Will he slay his former brother? Reigns now. Look, gonna lock in the guillotine. Submission
Well, there's
move
your
locked
answer.
in. Submission move locked in.
Rollins in major peril right now. Rollins looking like he's starting to fade.
Seth trying desperately to make it to the bottom rope.
I'm not sure he can make it, Corey.
Trying to make it to the rope to force some sort of break. Seth trying to hang on. How can he do this here? Is Rollins going to tap there? What's Rollins going to do? Is he going to tap out?
Well, he makes it to the rope. Reigns has a 5 count to break the hold.
And Reigns breaks the hold here. Roman breaks the hold and this match continues.
It just shows you how locked in Roman Reigns is to winning this match. Motionless now. Roman had that guillotine locked in far too long.
The oxygen slowly circulating through Seth again, but I feel it's just a matter of time. The fun and games Rollins has been playing has pushed the Tribal Chief past his boiling point.
He is trying to get up, but it is not going well.
Has him wrangled.
Rollins, both men are waging an epic battle.
For years, these Shield brothers would go town to town and beat the competition to a pulp. Tonight, they're doing it to each other.
And the forearms their opponent.
Roman being the aggressor, and Roman might just have more in store. Connects, saw it coming.
And Seth is finally able to mount some resistance with that.
Seth weathered the storm and wants to create a flurry of his own.
Strong kick out late into the match.
Better hold up on the victory parade.
Rollins got surprised there.
Pull back in, belly to belly suplex.
Head of the table, and Seth Freakin Rollins are at war right now.
Bombs being thrown between these Shield brothers, but only one will be left standing.
Turns it around.
Right to the kidneys from behind.
Oh, look at this here, guys. Look at this.
Back suplex into a powerbomb. My goodness.
Gets lifted into position. Oh, look at this.
Lights out. Face. Rollins is feeding off the WWE Universe.
Reigns hits it.
Did the champ just close this out? This crowd.
The champ taking case. Reigns delivers a Superman punch. Not done yet. And to finish things off, there's the spear by the Tribal Chief.
Makes the cover.
And Reigns retains the title.
Here is your winner, and still the Universal Champion,
Roman Reigns has finally done it. Finally earned that title defense against Seth Rollins. Finally exercised the ghost of the Shield.
It looks like a huge weight has been lifted from the shoulders of the Tribal Chief. Roman may never forgive Rollins, but now he can forget him.